Ignore the mess that is my room, but I want to talk a little bit about the accidental gaming PC because this system started out originally as me using some spare parts I had and wanting to make a server or something that could run server tasks that my NAS cannot handle because that is currently my server. The NAS handles Plex and Jellyfin and all that wonderful stuff, but it's also running a Haswell era Celeron, or I believe Intel's weird with names. They call it a Braswell, which I believe is kind of half set between 4th and 5th gen, I'm not sure. That machine is getting a bit long in the tooth because it is stuck with 8 gigs of RAM, and again, a Celeron, which is not going to run CPU intensive stuff. So here I had a motherboard from my old custom built that I wanted to put to use, and I was putting feelers out for some Ryzen CPUs, particularly older ones that are going for dirt cheap these days. And someone was like, I've got a 2700 you can have, which is an 8-core processor. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It's free, right? So I got that, and well, because AMD is AMD, you need a GPU to go with these systems because only processors with a G at the end actually have a onboard GPU. So I was hoping to just get something dumb and potato-y for gaming, but good for 4K video, like a AMD RX 550, which I used to have in my old Media Center PC, and it did very well. So I put out a call for, hey, does anybody have a GPU they'd willing to throw my way for a trade or something? And I got 2 hits, and I took both of them because I am dumb. And one of them was for the very GeForce GTX 1070 Ti that I'm using in here, which is vast overkill for what I wanted to do because I don't need a gaming grade card. But I guess here we are. The other one was for a GTX 1080, which is getting sold off to a friend of mine once I get that in hand because they need a GPU for a build they're making. So yeah, kind of interesting how all that went. So yeah, let's take a quick tour of what I have this thing doing. Currently, this is my full-on media center, running it with an Xbox controller because I don't have a media center remote anymore. And if I wake it up here, see, here's our Ryzen 7 2700 being detected and putting in work. Go over here. I'm currently running Embouary on here as a Kodi skin. There's our GeForce GTX 1070 Ti, running it at 4K with network, which I just have this connected to my 1 gigabit backbone here, going up to the console shelf and such. Storage, I have 2 terabytes in hard drives and 1 SSD for 128 gigs. And this is running Windows 10 LTSC, as you could probably tell from it being on an older version. Because I do not want the system updating and breaking, because that would be terrible. So I want to just stay on an older version of Windows. I want to just get security updates, and I'm pretty sure there is a way you could do that with regular Windows, but for LTSC, it's going to continue to get updates for many years. I don't have to worry about it falling out of favor in 2 years. So go back, and this skin has not been updated for the current version of Kodi, so it looks a little bit weird here, but we can see here's everything. And the two main things are Twitch and YouTube. And Twitch is the reason why I built this thing and why I wanted this thing. Because normally I would just use my Series X up there for Media Center stuff. But Twitch released a huge stinker of an update. They still have not fixed it. They have not updated it. It sucks. It doesn't remember playback position. It doesn't remember anything. It runs like it's running on an Xbox 360 with the frame rate being as bad as it is. Yeah, and if I press B while I'm watching a video, it'll generally kick me out to the main menu of the Twitch app. So if I want to go back, say I finished watching a VOD and I want to go back and watch the next one in sequence, and I just hit B, it loses my place, which is really stupid and just one of the dumbest things Twitch has done in a while. So with this, I don't have to play that game anymore. I have full control of everything. I can just go here, and I can go to following channels, and I can go, it remembers everything, and I can hit this, and it remembers my playback position. Isn't that something else? Twitch's own app can't do this. It's so dumb. The only thing that sucks about this is I can't watch live because it will throw ads, and it, instead of an actual ad, it will throw that commercial break in progress screen. But once it pulls out of that, and it goes through like 5 of them, which I don't know if that's extra punishment for me using Kodi or something, but it goes through like 5 ads and then it'll crash Kodi entirely, which is really dumb. So I don't use this for live, I only use it for VODs. And that's kind of one of the nice things too, is if I want to watch live, I have the option of keyboard, Windows key, go down here, and I can just, grab Firefox and go that way. Boom, there's Firefox. And I can just go twitch.tv, there it is. And hey, my friend's streaming, so I can go to her channel and be like, boom, I can watch, and I don't have to worry. So, very nice to have that flexibility. That's why I like this system so much. Don't have that so much with my consoles. So yeah, that's really the video. So do the YouTube interaction thing if you liked what you saw. And well, till next time, I'll see you guys later.